Hi guys, welcome to CoinsKid. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. This is just a daily update for CoinsKid. Another reminder to jump into the Telegram group, guys, because a lot of you are missing out on great content in there. I think we're up to 200 members in there at the moment, and there's a lot of good converse going on in there. So yeah, definitely check that out, guys, 100%, because you're potentially missing some decent trades in there. It's not just the projects that I'm covering in the video, it's various different projects as well, and people are putting good shout outs in there. So yeah, enough said. I hope you have a good Sunday, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll crack on with the video. And just one more time as well, I really do appreciate all the really nice comments, guys. Honestly, that's what I do it for. Just, you know, it's good to get great feedback on these videos. You know, not always going to call everything correct, but hopefully I can give you a little bit of guidance along this windy path that is crypto and trading in general. Yeah, and obviously if you catch my nulls video yesterday, that's picked up quite nicely already. That's a long trade there, guys. That's a potential 15x. If you want to go and check that video out, that's in the channel there. Made that yesterday, nulls. It's looking really healthy, guys. So yeah, definitely check that out. But anyway, let's jump into the Bitcoin chart right now. So as you can see, we were targeting this area here as a support line in this daily trend there. If we bring up the daily time frame on Bitcoin, so yeah, we've been targeting this trend line here, and you can't really see it because of all the mess of that. But what we're bouncing off this support line, guys, on the daily time frame, which is good. You can see that yesterday we wicked down to it. What I'll do, I'll jump back into the 4 hourly here, guys. So on the 4 hourly time frame, you can see there that when we formed the head of this inverse head and shoulders there, we came down below the neckline. I was expecting this to come down below it yesterday, because we seemed to go down below it, but we got wicked back up, and obviously Bitcoin's bounced from that point on a 4 hourly time frame. So now we're heading towards this inverse head and shoulders neckline, guys, and we know the target from there is all the way up there at 60k. I don't know why it's not on there, but it should be. Again, we'll drop that in quickly. So the target there is from this neckline here. Look, you see this, guys? This is the head and shoulders that we were anticipating, but obviously because of the kick there, it looks like it's invalidated. It could still play out as a head and shoulders on the bias towards the downside, guys, so that's something to keep an eye on. But again, like I said to you yesterday in yesterday's video, as long as we don't lose this support line, that looks healthy, and the fact that we bounced off it shows that this is a really strong support line on the way up now, guys. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on in the future for Bitcoin. If we was to get rejected at that level, you may see us start forming in this horizontal triangle here, which is again a bullish continuation pattern, guys. Usually it comes up and it reaches the apex and it will move up, so we may see that eventually. But anyway, moving back onto this inverse head and shoulders, guys. So from here, the neckline down to the tip of the head there, roughly that sort of area, and then wherever we break out, you could see us push up towards that 60k, guys. So say we break out over the next couple of days, we'll be targeting up there at 60k, almost 61k there, guys, for Bitcoin. So that's a potential breakout from this inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin. Not much else to say other than that, keep an eye on the levels here, guys. We have broken out of this fib here. We did go up on that extension. If I go in on the hourly time frame, probably better to see on the hourly time frame, guys. So yeah, basically, if you see, we came up in this impulsive move here, guys, like this. This is an impulsive move from this bottom, and then we had a corrective move down to here, look. And now we've begun this impulsive move again. We was targeting a drop down, but I did put in a group that potentially we could be looking at a 48.165.0618 retest down here. But obviously, given the strength of this entire move here, given the strength of this move there, then that doesn't look like it's possible. We've actually bounced off the 0236, and I have said in previous videos, guys, that the higher we bounce off these Feb levels, the stronger the trend. So the fact that we've bounced off that shows that this trend is really strong here from this local corrective wave there. That entire move there is really strong. Come back down, corrective wave, and now we're moving up. So potentially, where could a target be? Well, if we was to carry out the next impulsive wave on Bitcoin, a similar impulsive wave to this, again, not an exact science, guys, you know, it doesn't always play out, but it kind of gives you a guide of where we could potentially be heading to for Bitcoin. The fact that we have bounced off his 0236 is very strong. So we'll move this up off this impulsive wave here, off this corrective wave, sorry, where we bottomed out, and you can see we're now forming what looks to be another impulsive wave on the hourly time frame. So we're moving up, and potentially we could get up to here, which would bring us up to this level here, this neckline, and you'll probably see us get rejected there, guys, if we would see a massive impulsive wave up. And then obviously, you know, the normal way, providing if we may see a little bit of exhaustion in that move, guys, and we may start to see a bit of crabbing, we may get rejected, which will look bearish. We'll potentially come back down to test this 0618, which is at 50,191 on Bitcoin. But again, you know, if we get a bounce off that, that's really strong. That is really strong again, but we could fall to that level or that level again. But if it was to lose anything below that, then that would be probably a push down towards this support line, guys, going forward for Bitcoin. But this move does look good. It does look good. So all you got to do, guys, if you feel that the move is finished, then all you got to do is bring your fib onto the bottom here like this. Bring it on like I've taught you, and just bring the top down on the fib, guys. As loads of people are doing this in the channel, which is great to see. I love to see it, guys. I love to see you experimenting with the charts. And someone said about sharing the charts. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but I will definitely look into that. Share all these charts. I'll try and create an individual listing of charts and share them in the channel for you guys. But it's really good to see you all getting involved with charting, guys, because that's how you learn, basically. So yeah, if we say that we topped out here, we could see a corrective wave down to these levels. But given the strength of this move here, and the bounce off of 0236 on that impulsive wave and the correction, we could potentially be seeing a bigger push up to that level there, guys, where we're targeting. So that's something to keep an eye on Bitcoin. But again, if you do suspect that we are topping out on the Bitcoin there on that impulsive move, just move your fib from the bottom there where it is to the top of wherever you think the impulsive move is going to finish. Say, for example, it finished there. I'm not saying it's finishing here, but say, for example, you think it has. You could see a pullback to the 0618 level there, 49,798 and stuff like that. So it's just key areas to target. But I am possibly, given the strength of that impulsive move there, guys, on Bitcoin, and that minor corrective wave to the 0236, we may potentially be looking at a massive pump up to that level there, guys. So that's just Bitcoin. So I'm going to jump onto the Ethereum chart right now, guys. Ethereum is broke out this inverse head and shoulders, guys, on the 4 hourly time frame. Let's bring the 4 hourly time frame up there. So you can see we busted out of that really well. We came up to the line. I watched this in real time, and I was dropping little trades in the Telegram group there. Again, get yourself in that group, guys. The link's below. If you've not installed Telegram, install it, get involved. Lots of good chat in there. Like, again, loads of good little projects going in there and good banter. So yesterday we was toying with this level of resistance here, which is the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, guys, on the 4 hourly time frame. And as you can see, we sort of got rejected, looked like we're going down, but then we bounced back up. And that's the thing with these moves. These head and shoulders patterns are basically in a trend here. You can see it tried to come down, it got rejected, so it got pushed back up by the bulls, tried to come down, make a lower low on the 4 hour time frame, which looks really bearish. So then it comes back up, but when it comes back, the bears run out of steam. What you're looking for is another lower low. So it's a confirmation that the bears are running out of steam and the bulls are taking over. So then the buying pressure is pushing up more than the selling pressure, and it's the same reversed on a normal head and shoulders, not an inverse head and shoulders. That basically the buying pressure just gets exhausted, and the bears push the price down. So as you can see, it come in and we look really bearish, and then we look mega bearish, and then we formed a higher low. So that was basically a reversal there. So that's how it works. And then obviously you come up and you test the neckline, you bounce around for a little bit on it before you get pushed through. So at the moment you can see that Ethereum has pushed through, and we got a nice pump to the upside off that neckline, guys. We pumped up to that level there, which was a 7% trade, which is really nice for Ethereum. And obviously you can see we've gone up, and what I'm doing there, targeting the FID levels, we are the fact that we have broke this neckline, our end target here of this inverse head and shoulders obviously is that from that neckline there down to this head, and it pushes you up to that 1941. So prospectively we are looking to get towards that target, guys, over the next few days for Ethereum. You may see us crab around in here, but we are moving up. We may potentially come back as well and test this neckline just as support, but the long game here, the broader move in this setup is this target here. So it's up to you how you want to trade it. You can try and trade these fib levels, or you can just sit in it till we get up here, guys. So yeah, that's looking good for Ethereum. If we jump to the hourly time frame now, so you can see we came up in this impulsive move here, guys. So Ethereum is acting really nice, really strong. So this was a pullback from this impulsive move here, and then we said that we'd be targeting another impulsive move from there up like that, and then a correction back down to the 0618. Well, as you can see, this move is quite bullish, it's quite strong, just like the move with Bitcoin. So we only actually came back down to the 0236, guys, and then we've pushed on again. So potentially we could be looking at a bigger move for Ethereum going forward. So what we'll do, just as a thought experiment, not an exact science, guys, but it kind of gives you an idea, because this looks like the top of this impulsive move. We had a minor pullback, and then we're pushing up again, and obviously we're testing the previous high now as support. You see that? So we could potentially be looking at another impulsive move. This could be the start of an impulsive move here, guys. So this, let's drop that out. So this could be the start of an impulsive move of this bottom up to this level here in this uptrend that we find ourselves in. We may look like we're forming a bit of consolidation here, so that may take a little bit of while, but that's a potential target for Ethereum over the next couple of days, up to that level there, guys, and then obviously target a pullback to these fib levels again. So that's basically it on Ethereum. It's positive that we broke out. I did say to you that we look really strong on Ethereum, and it did break out before Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's playing catch up. So I'm still strong on Ethereum. I still think we look mega bullish on Ethereum. All those levels were being supported, the 55 EMA, the MACD, everything that we spoke about in yesterday's video, it played out, and we did get that pump. So it's good. I'm just going to jump onto Chainlink now, guys. So Chainlink, again, as you can see, Chainlink has gone up in this impulsive move here on the fib level. It's come down, it's bouncing off of 236, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum. We may potentially see a pullback down to these levels, the 0618. And these levels here, but this may be where the bounce is. It's looking quite strong. We've got a bullish cross there on the hourly time frame, guys. See that as a bullish cross, and you know all about bullish crosses. The last time we formed a bullish cross on the hourly time frame for Chainlink was down there, and look what it did to Chainlink. We'll measure that. So that bullish cross was the last time we formed a bullish cross on the hourly time frame for Chainlink, and from that level there, we shot up approximately to the high there. We shot up 24%. So if we would say, okay, well that setup there is looking very similar to this setup here. We may bounce off this 0236, which is strong. We may come down and correct down here, guys, just so you know, but this may be the impulsive move, the corrective wave down to the 0236, and then we're looking at a potential push up of roughly 24% if it's a repeat pattern, and usually in crypto things do repeat, guys. So you'd be looking for a push up towards, and this is a long game, this won't happen overnight, 24% up towards that area there, guys, which takes us up to like $35, almost up to the previous high, and that could happen over the next few days. This particular range here, this took from this bullish cross there to that high, it took 2 days, almost 3 days. So potentially, if we're getting a very similar setup there now on Chainlink, and we do look bullish, guys. Bitcoin's bullish, Ethereum's bullish. The market looks like it's bottomed out. Everything's pointing towards a push up now. Okay, so if we would say, okay, we'll see a $35 Chainlink over the next couple of days from this bullish cross. We say up there $35 away. So yeah, we're looking at that sort of area there over a couple of days, guys. 2 days, whatever. 2 days, 8 hours. But it's not just going to go like this, guys. It's not just going to go like this straight up. We are going to target these fib levels on the way up, guys. Okay, so you're potentially looking at the staggered fib levels on the way up. So let's say, for example, we did form another move now, another impulsive wave. This was the bottom of this corrective wave here. We wasn't to dip any lower, just as a thought experiment. Again, we'll move this up and be targeting another impulsive wave, very similar to the one that we've just had, and you could see that could take us up to $31.15 over the next day or so for Chainlink. So that is potentially on the cards. We could see a big surge like that, nice big body of volume coming as well. We're not that overbought on the RSI, so that's not too bad. You can see where we were on that particular 1 hour bullish crosshair for Chainlink. We was quite up there, so again we just sort of went up. But anyway, you could see that move play out, and then we could have a corrective wave down to the 0.618. So that's all we've got to target on Chainlink, guys. Hopefully we don't drop down and fall out these levels. Again, if we was, you just look at the previous highs as support. So that's potential play for Chainlink. I'm going to jump into the Reef chart right now for you guys, because obviously I want to try and get a couple of videos out every day now, and probably 3 over the next few weeks. Get 3 videos out and start looking at different projects that people are requesting as well, RV and Coty and all that stuff, etc. Yeah, so looking at Reef then, we still look really strong with Reef, guys. I know we had a pullback here on and we dipped below the 55 EMA, but you see this wick, that's very bullish. That is, the fact that it come down here and it got bought back up, that's a very bullish wick. And then obviously the next one was green, and then the momentum picked up again. So like I said to you, the market's very bullish at the moment. We seem to have bottomed out on a lot of cryptos projects when you look at the EMAs on the daily and stuff. Again, like I said to you, ADA looks a little bit bearish though, guys. It looks like it's in a level of consolidation there, because it's quite far away from the 55 EMA on the daily time frame there. So it does look like it's going to correct. But anyway, that's a separate subject. Just use your common sense, guys, in your trading. Again, bring up the MACDs like I've shown you in previous videos. And yeah, we're just forming this level of consolidation now before we potentially move up to the upside. Again, it's all on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're the top dogs, whatever they do. That's why I cover them daily in the videos, because whatever they do, the market follows, you see. You will get alts pumping alternatively to that. So yeah, if you find any of them, chuck them in the channel like everyone else has been chucking them in, because we're picking up great trades in there. So yeah, cool. So just looking at Reef then, guys, we are just consolidating and not much else can be said at the moment on the hourly time frame. We're just coming up and we're bouncing off these EMAs, and we're just waiting for the next big move out. So again, that target where we'll move, we could potentially say that that's the bottom now, and we're just forming another impulsive wave here, that there, and we may be forming another one there. So we dropped the fib on it, guys. So that was a impulsive move up from the bottom there. You can see we come down, we bounced off the 0.5. Again, that's quite bullish because of the momentum there. And then if you was to say, okay, don't go from that wick, and you went there, look, you see where you're bouncing off. If you go from the other wick, you're bouncing off a 0.68. So the fact that we got bought up there and we pushed up, topped out, come back down, bounced off a 0.5, again, is very bullish. So what we'll do, we'll move this now off the bottom of there. So you could potentially be targeting off the bottom there. This could be the start of another impulsive wave, guys. This here off this bottom could be an impulsive wave, and we could potentially reach up to 0.42 before we get a correction down to the 0.618 levels, or these high levels, providing how bullish we are. So yeah, it's looking good for Reef. Still bullish, still a lot of momentum there, still a lot of buying pressure there on Reef as well, which is good. So yeah, you may see us fall down below to these EMAs, just bounce off as confirmation as we move forward, guys. So that's basically Reef. It's all good. Let's take a look at 1Inch, guys. You can see 1Inch has actually broke out of that downwards channel there, guys, which is actually really bullish. We've had a really nice bounce for Reef there, guys, and we have broke through. You can see we toyed with it there. If we zoom in a little bit on the hourly time frame here, best to look at the 4 hourly as well, just as confirmation, because you want to get the 4 hourly closes above. So you can see, look at those candles there. They were bouncing off this line and getting rejected and coming back down, but then we broke through, and look what we're forming on the hourly time frame, guys, which is quite a bullish thing, is this bullish cross there. So again, you could see a big surge now. The market is picking up. It looks good. The market at the moment does look good, guys. It looks like we may have hit a reversal. Things are turning out the gates. But again, let's not get over bullish. But the fact that, you know, price action speaks volumes. We are looking quite bullish, and we are breaking this downtrend here on 1Inch. It was being suppressed here. If you look, kept bouncing down, kept being pushed down, and then we break out of this trend line, just like we've seen on nulls on the weekly time frame there, where we broke out of that trend line. You know, you do see it come back and test it as support. So potentially we may have a little rejection, roll over up here, come back down, and just test this as support. Providing we get a bounce off, that's a very bullish signal, guys. So let's have a look at the 4 hourly. So we do look quite bullish on that 4 hourly, guys, because we've actually closed above the trend line. Do you see that? So up here, you can see what you do when you put your trend line. You get as many touches as you can, and you can see all these wicks, all these touches there. So potentially we broke out of that downtrend, potentially. Not an exact science. And again, like what I would be targeting, guys, is a drop back So you can see that there, just as a clarification, yeah, that was a rising wedge and we did fall out of it. So that was a bearish pattern just there, just educating you guys. So we were coming up like that and it looked bullish, but then we fell out of the rising wedge, which is a normal behavior of a rising wedge. It's actually a bearish pattern. We come back down, we've got bought up, and we are looking quite nice now as we're pushing up. We are pushing up, and again we broke this resistance line here, this downtrend on the 4-hourly time frame, and we bounced out. We're pushing up, and you may see us bounce back down and test this as support. But even on the 4-hourly, you can look at the 20 EMA here. It's starting to curl up like that, and then this 55 EMA, you see it start to meet it like this as the price creeps up, and we may form a bullish cross on the 4-hourly, and that's a really bullish signal, guys, for momentum on the way up. So yeah, on the smaller time frames, just keep an eye on 1 inch there. We're looking healthy now, guys. We're looking like we may have bottomed out on 1 inch, hopefully, and we don't get down to these levels down here. So that's good. It's good. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe to the channel and smash that like button, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.